Tonight's greatness in barbecue entertainment is partnered with the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads, the barbecue store in Hempstead, the Chupacabra Throwdown, Team Cosmos Q Products, Full Printing Wraps and Graphics, We Branded Promotions, Texas Oil Dust, Team Rec Tech, Texas Original Charcoal, the Navy SEAL Danny Dietz Memorial Classic, Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation, Pinkerton's Barbecue, K&R Pipeline Services, Smokin' Magic, All Fired Up Cook-Off, Laredo Roofing Solutions, Half-Fast Cookers, and the Chopping Block in Webster and Victoria. Thank you for supporting the So Smokin' Gooder Show.
If you're gonna put it in the box, put it in the box.
And stamp it.
I call it bass boat.
Bass boating?
If you ever seen a bass boat go down the water and everything like that?
Oh, and he nailed it. Oh, shit. Hashtag bass.
Hey, we got any more beer in here?
Hey, what's up? I'm Cosmo, and you're watching the So Smokin' Gooder Show. So grab a drink, park your ass, and don't forget to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss a thing.
3, 2, 1. Hi, I'm Brad.
And I'm Bree, and we're Smokin' Magic.
And you're watching the So Smokin' Gooder Show. Let's go.
Oh,
Yeah. What's going on, everyone? This is Carlos Calzada from Smoking Nose Barbecue, and you're watching the So Smokin' Gooder Show. Toma!
What's up, family? This is the Barbecue Dad, Jody Flanagan, and you're watching the So Smokin' Gooder Show, baby. Lucky you, you old SOB.
Are you ready to turn up the heat?
1. Let's go!
Because you've just tuned in to the one and only So Smokin' Gooder Show. We're coming to you live from Bullhorn Barbecue headquarters in Cypress, Texas. This is the show where we talk all things barbecue and brews, and you better believe we're here to have a good time. Get ready for the man who knows barbecue like the back of his hand, the guy who can tell you the difference between an IPA and a stout blindfolded, and the life of every party, your barbecue pitmaster and the host with the most, Rob Arocha. Whether you're part of the Gooder Gang or just here for the special guests, barbecue competition updates, or maybe even to rate some boxes, strap in, fire up those smokers, and crack open a cold one, because the So Smokin' Gooder Show starts now.
What is up, everybody? I hope everyone can hear me tonight because I'm having a hard time hearing myself. There we go.
You're good.
All right. Thank you, Ty. Thank you, Ty. What is up? Welcome to the show. We are second week back. We took 2 weeks off. Eddie has taken 3 weeks off, but we'll get Eddie on here in just a minute. But welcome back to the show. We're very appreciative that you guys are tuned in for tonight. We've got 2 first-time guests. Again, you know how I like to have some first-timers on the show. We got 2 really good people on tonight that have been doing it for a bit, but they finally broke through. They got their first grand champion, so we'll have them on here in just a minute. But I want to say thank you to the Gooder gang that is checking us out right now. It is a little after 8 o'clock on a Wednesday. I am your host, Robert Rocha. I'll bring my co-host on, Mr. Eddy Morales, here in just a minute. Well, we'll bring him on right now. Let's go. Bring him on right now. What's up, brother?
What's up, brother?
How are you, my man?
I didn't miss 3 weeks, bro. I missed 2.
Okay.
You canceled one because you had shit to do. And
baseball. Royal didn't get there in time, and then you missed it last week.
That's 2.
No, I didn't say you canceled. You haven't been on in 3 weeks.
My co-host is a piece of shit. He canceled 3 times on me.
I did not say that. But welcome back, Eddy. Thanks for coming back to the show. We miss you. We love you. How are you, my man? What's going on in the world of no, wrong side. There you go.
You see it?
Yeah, I see it. I was wearing it last week. I was wearing the Oiler blue. He said, "What color do you want?" I said, "Give me that H-Town blue, my man. That's what we got to do. We need that H-Town blue." How are you, my man? Everything good?
Yeah, man. Everything's good. Just working and, same old shit.
Same old shit. Well, we got 2 first-time guests on the show. You know how we like to highlight those people, right? This is a barbecue show that we love to showcase the people that are out there grinding. And when they finally break through, we try to get them on the show. I know that Carl Davis recently had one. We'll get him on here in just a minute. I'm showing too much chest over here, bro. What's going on?
Take that shit off, bro. Fuck it.
No. This is not that kind of show, and nobody needs to see that. But we had Carl Davis recently got one, and Brandon Perriman, who we'll get on here in just a minute. I sent a email or sent a message.
All kinds of shit to him.
Yeah, I was sending a message out to him, and I was like, "Hey, bro, you're on my radar. We'll get you on here in just a minute." But I really wanted to focus tonight on Jared McCrory and Britt Davis. Jared has been a part of this show. He's actually contributed to one of the segments that you all love and watch each and every week. We'll talk about that here in just a minute. But it's always fun to highlight and showcase some of the guys that are out big grinding. And then when they finally break through, it is time to bring them on the show for sure. How you been, Eddy? Everything good?
Yeah, everything's good. Just working. My AC is still fucked up on my trailer, so need to get that taken care of. I did want to talk to you about the travel problems that a lot of Texas teams had up there. But before we do that, let's bring in our veteran, Mr. Ty Cobb, the producer of this show. Monday was Veterans Day. Ty, we talk about how much we love our veterans on our show all the time. You have a podcast, Triple Threat Vets podcast, that is very well respected. And my goodness, Ty, you keep losing weight each and every week now. But that is Ty, ladies and gentlemen. That is producer Ty. Looking good, my man.
Appreciate it.
How was Veterans Day for you and your compadres?
It was good. We had a veteran on our show last night, El Rico Tunstall. He's a veteran in the Army, and then now he's making movies, in Pensacola, Florida. So it's a real cool story. And then on Monday, I actually was on Surge's podcast, Beyond the Smoke. Me and Carlos went on there, and we represented, the Navy corpsmen and the EWO contingent very well, I might add. So awesome. I had a lot of fun. And then, just spent time with the family this past weekend. But I'm glad to be back, too, man. I missed you guys. I've missed like 3 shows, man. I was sick. I felt terrible last week or the week before. I don't even remember, but that whole week was a blur. I was sick.
All good. We're back. Thank you, Ty. I appreciate you very much. Ty did all the legwork to get us on tonight. And so we're happy to have Ty back. We're happy to have our co-host, Mr. Eddy Morales, back. And we're going to have 2 great guests on here in just a minute. We're talking about Jared McCrory from Bearfoot Cookers and, of course, Britt Davis from Cinco D. What do you know about these guys, Eddy?
Cinco D, Britt, I don't think I've met him a few times, but I don't think I've cooked against him often, but God damn it. My bad. I'm clicking shit over here. Now, Jared, okay. I actually hung out with Jared quite a few times before, I don't know, like 2 weeks in a row or something. It's pretty cool, man.
Nice.
Cool guy. I never really talked to him. Got to hang out with him, and he's a pretty funny guy.
He is a funny guy. Barefoot Cookers. All right. So, well, we got 72K checking in right now. And, what we like to do right now is give a shout out to the Gooder Gang before we get into the show real quick. And let's do this really quickly. Daddy Dutch is in right now. Carlos Calzada, I feel like he was first in. ZZ Top Fan, what's going on? Christian Contreras, let's go. Who's all cooking Pit Kings this weekend? If you're cooking Pit Kings, put it in the comments. Nicho Edondo, what's going on? Wise Burrows, what's going on? Surge is in the house right there. We back. Yes, sir, we're back. James Dodson, what is going on? That is Limp Brisket, for those who know. Matt Aria, what's going on? He's on the East Coast. He did the big contest we had in, was it South Carolina? JJ Daly from Doghouse Cookers, what's up? Laura Louise, what is up? What's up? Goober Gang. I hope that was a typo. Are you being funny, Laura? Are you being funny? Cesar Mejia, what's up, gangstas? What's going on? Rene Sanchez, what's going on? Cody Nieto, what is going on? What's up, Gooder Gang? Rob, Eddie, Ty. Brian Fox, hello, brothers. What's going on? What's up, brother? Brandon Perriman, congratulations, or not congratulations. Thank you for your service as well. Larry Vaughn Sr., Shaler Chapa coming up with the all fired up cook-off. Jared McCrory's checking in right now from the green room. Poochie Cridler, what's going on? Smoked on Main Street, what's going on? Chase Vincent, how are you? Steve Quint, hey, Gooder Gang, looking forward to another great show. Thank you very much. Sean Trainer, what is up? Brent Heilig, what's up? Uwe Braun, our favorite German cooker. Ashley is checking in. What's up, Ashley? I haven't seen you in a while. She recently got married to Rudy. Look at that last name, Ashley. Bobby Delgado from Quattro D Smokers. You guys are going to confuse me tonight. Chris Goodman, what's going on? G-Waltz, Twisted D, Stephanie Mean, way to go. Britt Davis. All right, we got some new names. We do this show each and every week. Rob, do you have a ghost in your closet behind you? I mean, don't scare me, because I did have a scare about this once before. Chicken Fried Barbecue watching on the tube. What is up, my man? Eddie's shirt is too tight. Eddie, you showing nipples? Are you showing some nipple?
I guess. I mean, I could fit another me in here, but
Mondo de Luna, get to hang out with this man at the Royal.
Large.
Rini Gonzalez, yes, we're still on. God damn it, 7 years in. Let's go. That oil money, what's going on? That's Ryan, I believe. Chuck and Vanessa, what is going on? Alex Cenas, how are you guys? Hector Sinega, what's up? Yo. CB Barbosa, I haven't seen you in a little bit. Need to see you, Bubba. Brandon Flores, Rochelle Stevenson, Louis Gonzalez. Hi, guys. That's D Barbecue. Who else we got here? Corby Simpkins, what's up? Howdy, Gooder Gang. Little Gringo, I know who that is now. That is a world famous master certified judge right there. Darren Thurman, what's going on? That's Lucky 7 if you don't know. Let's see. Los Milagros will be in Laredo. There we go. Buddy Northrup. Oh, man, we got a lot checking in. Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads. Howdy from Uvalde. That's 2-time CBA event of the year. God's Country Barbecue checking in from Twitch. What is up, bro? Appreciate you. Mike Reyes going on. All right, we're getting close. Steven Pfeiffer, what's up, bitches? We'll talk about that in just a minute. Kyle Davis and Billy Roughed Up Barbecue. Shout out to the Gooder Gang, 70,000 strong, checking in already. Eddie, what do you think about the Gooder Gang? 70K already. We're just getting started, man. 15 minutes in. I like it. Let's keep growing. Eddie, can you hear me? Ty,
yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Okay, I was like, what the hell is going on? What is going on?
I could tell he was fucking with you.
Man, you just stopped talking.
No, I was asking you a question. All right, man. We didn't get a chance to talk to you about not so much the Royal, but the trip, man. A lot of Texas teams had a lot of problems going up there. I saw Donald Keene, myself, Fred Robles. You had something issue going on, Josh, with Sure Shot. A lot of teams had issues going on going up to the Royal this year for whatever reason. Thankfully, I didn't see a lot of us coming back having issues. I didn't have any issues. Everything good with the? You just mentioned a little bit. The AC still out.
Yeah, the AC still fucked up. I don't know what happened. I guess probably the fan was spinning too fast while I was driving, and it shot the fucking blades off, and the blades cut through the coil. So that's pretty fucked. Yeah, get a new one. And then
you want to talk about your
that ain't
Royal?
even it, bro. I fucking had a rental to go to the Royal. I had to rent a fucking truck.
Really? I thought you had that fixed already. I think is it me or Eddie that's kind of skipping Ty?
No, it's Eddie.
Okay,
he's freezing. Hey,
no
sign
problem.
off and sign back on, Eddie.
Hey, maybe restart Eddie, and we'll get you back on here in just a minute. All right. Well, now's a good time to bring in our guest of the evening. I'm going to bring them on at the same time, but not yet, Ty. I'll bring them all one at a time. I want to shout out to Jared McCrory. Jared McCrory's been at it for a little while now. He's cooking on drum smokers. Most famously, have a green drum smoker from Race Crew Barbecue, which raised a little bit of eyebrows back in the day. But he's been at it for a little bit. But shout out to Jared McCrory and his lovely family. Let's bring him on real quick. Barefoot Cookers. And our other guest of the evening is also been at it for a little bit. I got to cook with Britt back in the day whenever we were at the Alvin Music Festival. So I'm very happy to bring Britt Davis on as well with Cinco D Barbecue. What is going on? Jared, you're muted. There you go.
I got it.
Welcome to the show, Jared. It's been a long time coming. People were like, Jared, you finally made the show, but I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much for being here. Britt as well. Thank you very much for being here. We appreciate you guys very much, but congratulations. Jared just won his first grand championship last week in, where were we at? Jared?
We're at Uvalde.
Uvalde. And Britt just past weekend. Also, you were in Laredo. Where were you at?
No, Del Rio.
Del Rio. Very nice. Very nice. Jared McCrory. That's my best friend. Yeah, look at that green drum in Brian's profile.
Man, that kind of my best friend kind of screwed me out of a port call last weekend. So,
hey, well, let's talk about. Thank you very much for being on the show, first off. And this is going to be kind of I wish my co-host was in. He'll be in just a minute. But Jared, talk about your, let's introduce yourself to the Gooder Gang. I know you've been a big contributor to this show. You've been in the show. You've been in the comments quite a bit. Britt, you as well. But let's introduce you guys for people that don't know who I'm talking to right now. Please introduce yourself. Jared, you go first, my man. Where are you from? How long you been in this game? And talk about your team, please.
I'm Jared, long-time listener, first-time caller in.
You stole my.
We're from Cypress, Texas. It's me, my wife, and my two little kids. So, been going at it. My first cook-off was in 2020. So since then, was that 4 years almost?
Yeah, very nice.
If you want to count the first year.
Yeah, I don't count 2020. You know, we had limited cook-offs, so I'll say 21. All right, Britt Davis, please introduce yourself to the Gooder Gang, my man.
Britt Davis, LaPrairie, Texas. Wow, my first cook, actually what hooked me was in about 2015. I won a rib cook-off. And, man, that hooked me hard. But I didn't really start cooking until around 21. Really started getting into it.
Well, I feel like you guys started about the same time then, because Jared said 20, but you know, we all know there were limited contests in 20.
It was only limited if you let it limit you, because I cooked every fucking weekend in 20.
Oh shit! Okay, all right. Eddie's back, and his Cricket Wireless is up and running right now. We got him back.
Yeah, fuck this
shit. No, you're good, bro. You're good now. You're good now. All right. So, what do you mean by that, Eddie? You were cooking every weekend. Where were you at? In Lone Star, huh?
Yeah, Lone Star. Yeah, a lot of Lone Star.
Shout out to Lone Star during 2020. They were real MVPs. They were cooking each and every weekend for sure. That was nice. They didn't give a shit. I liked it.
They didn't. Yeah, I went.
Britt, what are you drinking, my man? What are you drinking before we get started here, my man?
A little tin cup and a beer chaser.
All right. I saw Jared's got a Coors Light working right now. Eddie?
I don't drink no more.
Okay. I thought you were going to laugh drinking afterwards, but all right, nice. All right, congratulations. He quit drinking. We'll talk about that
I didn't
later.
quit drinking.
Thank you. I was like, what the hell?
I'm only trying to drink on the weekends.
All right, Eddie is only drinking on the weekends now. All right, that's fine. That's fine. Me too. I only drink on the weekends and on Wednesdays. Although this is coffee, but I got full. Yeah, because I already started early. That's why, boys. You know, you got to pace yourself. You can't be doing this the whole show here. All right. All right. So, did you hear their start, Eddie? You know, 2020 for Jared, 21. I kind of consider both of them right there. But Jared, talk about your experience in barbecue. How'd you get involved in this thing? What'd you know about it when you started here, man? And then I know that you know everybody involved now, so I'd like to hear that evolution. And you too, Britt. But I'll start with Jared because he's been doing a little bit longer.
Let's see. I knew nothing about it when I started. My wife signed me up when I was unemployed during COVID. It's like, hey, I signed you up for a cook-off.
Randomly?
Just randomly. So I was like, okay.
You ain't doing shit. Get out the house, bro. Go do something.
And then, first one was Friends for Wishes in 2020. So I got 2 final tables and chicken and ribs, and then I just started cooking out of that. And then it just started. CBA started up the next year, and I just started cooking CBA. I cook some IBCA. I don't care really what I cook. I just like to cook. That's pretty much it. That's what we do.
All right, Britt.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, back in COVID, I tried to do a big to do a rib cook-off here local, just an invitational, and the damn county judge, the county sheriff, everybody got involved and shut me down. So we kind of set that out. And, 21 rolled around, things opened up, went to ConCan. I think that was my first cook. And there was like 85 teams showed up in ConCan, and I ended up third. And that just kind of like inspired me to continue the journey. And it is a journey. And if you meet so many great people along the road of barbecue. And it's like it is a barbecue family. And if it wasn't for CBA, I probably would not be cooking down here because there's nothing else around but CBA. And people like, Robert Rocha. Rob, I mean, you were a big influence with me, helped me out a lot. And so I don't want to ruin my Mount Rushmore.
Hey.
When that comes along, but I mean, you were, but look at this guy, man. He's hammering over here. The pit fight.
Oh yeah. Does he start?
Anyway, but yeah, I mean, there's so many great people out there that are willing to help you, talk to you, and that's what keeps pushing you down the road and keeps you wanting to strive to be better and better.
Let's talk about that. What was something that helped you along the way early on in your barbecue career? Britt, you go first, my man.
Okay. Well, early on, Eagle Pass, the CBA World Championship was a shit show up there with the damn windstorm, the cold front that hit, and
oh yeah, I remember that.
blew everything away. But the day before on Friday, I just was invited in, to learn how to Roddy Trevino actually invited me in to show me how to trim a brisket right. Talk to me about it, injection, all that. And then the day of the storm, the shit show, I lost all my shit, blew away, and it was bad. But yourself was there. Rob Smith, invited me into his trailer and to weather the storm a little bit and continue the cook. And he kept pushing me to finish the cook. You started it, finish it. and you know, kind of talked to me a lot about it. And then we went to Alvin. You know, you invited me in and showed me a lot of stuff. Robert Smith invited me into his trailer and showed me a lot of stuff and talked to me about stuff. And, you know, that just made a huge impression on me. You know, we're all out here to help each other and do better. You know, it doesn't matter if you need charcoal, you need some sauce, you need some seasoning, you're out of salt, you're out of pepper, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is ask a fellow team, and they're more than willing to give it to you. And that's huge. That is huge.
Absolutely. You know, the barbecue community is very supportive. And, you know, you mentioned that windstorm at Eagle Pass. That was crazy, man. It was just, I don't know what do you think? It was probably 40, 45 mile an hour winds. That was crazy. Amy, what's up, Amy? Amy Junk is in the house. You guys
know, I showed up that morning and my canopy, I was tied off to like 4 different teams in behind all of you guys. And my canopy is like 20 feet in the air, just spinning, you know, and my canopy is wrecked and there's shit scattered everywhere. And I'm just like, you know what, I'm done. I'm done. And my wife, you know, was going in to help run the show. And she's like, no, you're not. Just figure it out and do something with it. Let's just keep going.
Yeah. So that was early on. That was in your first year right there that you're talking about right there.
Yeah. I placed like 90th out of 100. You know, it was very humbling. It was horrible.
All right, we got some new people checking in at NCO. What's going on? JJ, I was already here. But Amy Young, which I love, she's in the Kansas area. She has she's a spice queen. You guys don't know who I'm talking about. You should know. Derek Bernal checking in from Heavy's Barbecue. Roddy Trevino in the house. He just got his shout out from Britt. Jared, same question to you, man. What do you remember early on, and what do you remember about those early days and people maybe helping you out and whatnot? But what do you remember about what made you, you know, your wife signed you up, but what made you like stick around? What got you hooked on this thing, man?
I just enjoy cooking. So I actually hate barbecue.
This guy.
I actually hate it. I can't stand it.
You got to explain that, brother.
Man,
are you eating your own food, or are you trying other people's food?
No, I've never actually liked barbecue. So I've never liked brisket. None of it. But my great grandfather used to cook for the family, so I just started cooking for the family, and they started liking it. But early on, man, I didn't know anybody. I sat off in the back of the comps and hang out with myself, not talk to nobody. James Ledbetter was the first one to ever talk to me. And he's like, hey, did you sauce your brisket? He's like, no, should I? He's like, yeah, you should have. And I ended up walking in brisket. He's like, well, maybe you shouldn't sauce.
Actually, so what were some of your first contests, Jared? Because I kind of remember you early on at the barbecue store, meeting you and seeing your family then.
So my very first contest was French for Wishes in 2020. Then we did Buckle Down South for our first CBA early 2021. And then everything else we could find in between there. Pretty much whatever Lacey signed me up for is what I cook. Same still goes today. I don't sign up for anything. She does all that. She goes, hey, you're cooking this weekend. Okay. I'll go find some meat.
Eddie, you got any questions for these guys?
So you said you go find meats. Where do you go find meats at?
Oh, H-E-B, Walmart. I'm cheap. My average comp cost me about 100. No, hell no. My average comp cost me about $166 in meat.
Break it down. What do you spend?
Brisket, right?
Obviously, brisket.
So brisket's about $60 to $70. Ribs is about $45, and then you got if I can catch pork on sale for like 97 cents, man, that's like $10 a piece. I'll buy 20 of them.
That's good. So you got a whole freezer full of pork.
Man, I did. I don't anymore.
Hey, I heard in Uvalde you whooped all of our butts with the select brisket.
No. That was a prime. No, that was a prime.
Okay.
He splurged.
That feels better. That feels a little bit better.
I splurged. I don't. My wife yells at me for cooking a select now. So.
All right. So your baseline is a prime now. Is that what you're saying?
If it's a good looking choice, I'll cook it. So, I'm kind of like Kit Polk, man. That's a great looking Angus, but
if Kit's not on your Mount Rushmore, we got to talk later. No, I'm just kidding. No pressure.
Man,
no pressure.
I got to cook next to Kit for the first time last weekend, and that was an experience. That was the most interesting cook-off I've been to in a long time.
Did you learn anything?
Nothing I'm going to use.
Hey, that's a legend, bro. You should pick up at least one or two things, man.
So I learned that I need to get a stainless steel bowl, drill some holes, put an old Weber lid or handle on it, and use that for my chicken cooker.
I mean, it works. It works. It's proven.
It works, and I'm pretty sure he got a first place chicken last weekend. So
all right,
yeah, he was up there.
Field tested. Yeah. Can't argue with the results. Stats. We say it. Stats don't lie.
Here's the kid.
Here's the kid. Let's go. Cheers to kid. Britt Davis. Before we get too far into this, you work for is it Border Patrol? Is that what you?
Yeah, I do. I'm a K-9 officer for U.S. Customs and Border Protection. I'm also a vet.
Oh, nice. Well, happy Veterans Day, man. And weekend. And you also, so you're a Border Patrol. So everything going okay down there? There's a lot. There's a lot of going on right now, man. Can we touch on that real quick? Go ahead.
Yeah, right now it's okay. We deal. Where I'm at, we deal with about 100 a day to process them. But, we're waiting on Daddy Trump to come in and let's see what's going to happen. That's the thing. Come on, Eddie.
He put it on. He put it on. Put it on. Put it on.
Put it on, Eddie. There it is.
He's got them both on.
We're all, I don't want to get into politics too big and too hard, but, we're all excited about what's coming. And, we've been told don't for so long. And, man, I don't want to get out in the weeds, but there it is. But yeah, man,
you got to get in the weeds now. I'm completely into this conversation.
We're excited.
We got 5 minutes to talk about this. Let's go. His cabinet picks are awesome. We're all excited about that and see what's coming. Let us do our job again. That's basically it. Just what do you know about his?
Just let us do our damn job.
What do you know about his pick to be border czar?
I'm trying to think of her name. Christie. She's the governor of South Dakota.
His pick was Tom Holman is his pick for border czar. And
border czar is Tom Holman. He's a hard ass, which is good. And the governor from South Dakota. She's going to take over Homeland Security, Secretary of Homeland Security.
Very nice. All right.
Yeah. She's 100% for us. And, a lot of us are ready to retire. Be honest. We are. In 2028, there's going to be 30,000 of us retiring. And I'm going to go about 6 months prior to that. But we're hearing that there's going to be a massive bonus if we stay behind and kind of stick around a little bit. So, we'll see how that works out.
All right, cool. Well, I heard 10K retention and signing bonus, which is cool. And, that's good. Morale maybe is up. 10K. Morale may be up for the Border Patrol.
Everybody.
Good. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Well, cool. This isn't a political discussion, but you are in the service. So I wanted to talk about that because it's a big topic right now. Of course, we just had the election that just happened. Ty, go ahead.
And then from a veteran perspective, I know that Mr. Davis is a veteran as well, but from literally just the Secretary of Defense pick, the Hexeth guy. Man. He's a veteran. He is a stringent, old school pre a lot of the DEI stuff. So what you're going to hear is that he's against women in combat. That's not the change he's going to make. What he's talking about is like maybe women in special forces and some of the Navy SEAL groups, like all this stuff where, you know, everybody's got to be included. We have to wear some very precision tools that are sent in to do some missions that no one is ever going to know about, no one is ever going to hear about. So these have to be the absolute sharpest tools in the United States military arsenal. So to me, it's the best person there is. There can't be any of this. Like this will be a trickle down effect all the way to the Secret Service. You know, you heard all the lackadaisical things that happened with there. We don't have to go into it, but all of these picks are going to be good for a lot of reasons. And I've said on my podcast, I did not vote for Donald Trump because I have moral issues with the man. But all the policies, they're going to be really good for the military, for our foreign diplomacy, for our national defense. And, you know, I'm all for national defense. How that goes about happening, that's the bureaucrats. They can get into that political BS. But, man, I'm happy for our country. And I don't want to dog the Democrats, but they're going to change the way they look at things. And I'm sorry, I'm done. I'm sorry,
Ty, this is awesome. I'm very interested.
Are you out? Ty, you're out.
Thank you, producer.
Yeah,
Produce czar. Did y'all see that? Ty is the Army produce czar.
That's
right there.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's
Ty,
right.
thank you very much.
Yeah, baby.
All right. Well, I did want to bring that to light that Britt is part of the Border Patrol K-9 unit.
Appreciate it,
Thank
buddy.
you very much. Your wife chimed in. She said you are retiring in 26. And you're still a young man, Britt. You got plenty of life ahead of you. And so
I do, brother. That's why I want to enjoy it.
Absolutely. Okay. Eddie, you got a barbecue question for Jared because I had something written down that I need to find real quick.
Yeah. It's about finding Coors Light in people's coolers and then just drinking them.
Yes, sir. Good job.
Every chance I get.
Yes, sir.
Nah, I'm fucking with you, bro. I don't give a shit. Nah, I don't think I have any written down questions. Let me look at my notes real quick.
No problem. Jared. So what do you feel like your contribution to your team right now? I know you're the big head cook, you're the main guy, but what's one thing you feel very confident going into an awards ceremony right now? Is it chicken?
No, it's pork.
Pork, okay.
It's got to be pork. I'm 44.5 points away from first place.
Oh my goodness. I did not realize that. So you're sitting who's in first right now? Is it Robert? I think Robert, right?
Nope. It's Uwe Braun.
Uwe Braun, my favorite German cook right now.
Uwe.
Robert Smith's in the house. He said pork.
What the heck? Uwe?
Yeah.
Hold on. We're gonna go over some top 10s right now. Not right now, but here in just a minute.
44.5 points. And
okay,
if Brian Fox didn't show up last weekend, I would have had
it. Hey, every placing matters right now. We're in the last 2 weeks of the points chase competition. How'd you find yourself doing well in pork, man? Was that something going into this season that you thought was in your back pocket, or is it something that evolved this year?
So Lacey told me about 2 months ago I had 8 cooks. She's like, "Hey, you're in the top 10 in pork." I'm like, "What? There's no way." I didn't even have 10 cooks, and so I just started cooking more.
Okay.
So I've hit 4 first places this year. I hit 2 in a row. I was trying to hit 3, but a couple guys got in my way last weekend.
Did you change something in pork this year? Is it a new recipe, or I'm not going to ask you for it, but what happened here?
Man, so I changed the way I finish.
Okay,
and that's pretty much it. That's the only thing I've changed.
Sean Trainer says the same thing. His boxes are amazing, man.
No, well, according to Judge 5 last weekend, they suck in appearance.
Hey, Judge 5's my friend. Judge 6 can go eat something.
Fuck Judge 5.
All right. Well, what do you mean by you change? It's the way you finish. You talking about layout? Are you talking about the last minutes on the table? What are you talking about?
So from slicing to boxing on pork, it's totally different. I showed Bill this past weekend and Brian, and it's something very different.
Okay, very nice. Very nice. Are you doing multiple cuts? Or you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So I cook 2 butts, 2 monies.
Oh.
And then I'll get some pulled and some chunks out of all that. So pretty much a full box, and that's pretty much it.
Well, that's awesome, man. You're sitting, so you're real close, man. You got a couple of weeks to leap Uwe. Uwe's a solid cook, though. You got to worry about that, man.
Oh, I do.
I'll go over that. But how about you, Britt? What are you feeling most confident in these days, my man?
These days, just like him, man. My pork is really killing it, and I think I'm sitting at 17th right now, and I just ain't been doing a whole lot.
Right.
This weekend I took a first place in brisket, and I finally ventured out and put some burnt ends in. I was always leery of that. And so I tried it, and it paid off. My chicken game, stupid chicken, had been suffering really bad. And I've been trying hard on it. And it's finally coming back to life. The goddamn devil's meat, that shit pissing me off.
You talking about chicken?
Yes. God. That shit has cost me.
I love chicken.
I know you do. First place chicken. And it cost me there. I was like 20 something in chicken, and it really hurt me. So I just stopped and went back to basics and started over. Basically, I just, got out of my mind, got out of my brain, got out of everything, and said, all right, what was working, start over.
What is that? What makes you, how many contests does it take, or what kind of, feelings do you have to where it makes you say, all right, let's change some things. Let's change it out, because, we've all had success with a particular recipe that maybe was like a false win, right? Where you got lucky. Maybe you weren't a lot of teams there, or not the quality of teams there, but you hit a first or a second, and you're like, okay, we got something here, but maybe it wasn't quite right. But how long does that take you to change something? Eddie, I'll pose that question to you, man. How many times are you going to run with something before you're like, all right, let's switch this thing up, man?
I'm changing it every weekend. I mean, yeah. I mean, if it works, I'll run it, once. If it doesn't work one time, then I'm done with it. I ain't waste my fucking time.
Give it one and done, bro.
Yeah.
Stupid chicken, Louise. Laura, Louise. How about you, Jared? Question to you, man. How many times are you gonna run something and beat your head with something before you change it up?
About 2-3 comps, give or take.
Man, you guys are quick. Pull that trigger, Britt.
I ran the same chicken recipe for a little bit. I want to say probably, 6 comps or so. Different areas, different venues, different taste judges, and it was just it was just dying. And finally, I'm like, man, okay, that's it. It cost me too many thirds. And finally, I came home and I told Laura, I'm done with this shit. Let's start back over. Let's get back to basics and see if we can breathe some life into this dang thing.
Sean, I'll come back to that comment. That's a good comment there. Yeah, it's for me, man. I've been doing this a longer than you guys have. Eddie's been doing it for a little while now. But man, I've had success with some of these recipes, and it takes me a while, man. I will keep sending it, and I was like, what the heck's going on? But after a while, it'll take me probably take me a good 5 comps, 6 comps before I'm just like, all right, if I'm not top 10 in this thing, something has changed. The mark has moved, and so you got to figure that out. And that's part of doing this thing, and it's part of Bill's in the comments. I love Bill Purvis, man. This guy, I feel like he changes from week to week, and it's just like, hey, this looks good today. I've been in a trailer with Bill. I'm like, yeah, let's see what this does here today, and this guy's still walking each and every weekend. So, we've heard, it's not so much the recipe. It is that last part of that 15 minutes and when it's on the table right before you turn in. But man, it to me, it takes a little while. I'm stubborn, I guess. It takes stubborn and stupid. I will take a little while before I start changing stuff up, man.
So I've run the same chicken recipe for about 3 years. So
okay. How's that going?
Pretty good.
Let's see where you're at, Jared. You're second in pork.
I think I'm 20 something chicken, maybe 30.
There you go. There you go.
Let's see. Bearfoot in chicken. Again, second in pork. Bearfoot Cookers is 30th.
30th. Yeah, somewhere around there.
There you go.
Maybe. Robert Smith. Send it. Robert Smith's always changing that.
Hey, Rob, where you at in chicken, Rob?
Me right now, I was I am chicken right now. Where we got? Let's go. Chicken. I'm at 8th right now. 8th. And this has not been a year where I've been cooking a whole lot. Here in the fall, now I have a little break from baseball right now, so I'm cooking more. Although I think I'm done for the year. I think I'm gonna, unless people leap me, hopefully I'll stay in the top 10. But I don't think I'm gonna cook until Uvalde again. So where I am is
where I'm at.
Yeah. Where I am is where I am. I feel like Popeye. Where I am what I am. So we'll see where that is.
You're not gonna do Chupa, cover a throw down the Eagle Pass, brother?
Yeah. You know what? Is that before then? Probably that's the first one before I do that. I'm sorry.
I think
we had a great time at the casino last year, brother.
I think that's.
And you know what? I might get a wild hair and go to Trader's Village. You never know. In Cuero, I just feel like right now, I got my ass whooped last weekend. And it's not a good feeling. So I'm just like, you know what?
No, it's not.
Where'd you go last weekend?
I went to Camp Hope. And felt like I turned in really good food. I felt really, chest was big going into the awards. And then to sit in your chair, all four, it's just like, you know what?
Yeah.
I got shit to do at the house. I'm not shooting for a buckle right now. So I'm thinking, just let it run. I don't know. I may do one.
My next and last one for the season is Trader's Village, but I ain't chasing no points. I ain't nowhere. You know what I mean? I'm just cooking because
I think I might go just because that's going to be a big kind of Texas reunion. I think going to Trader's Village, a lot of teams are going to be there, so I may do that one for sure. No, but coming off the Royal, hit 4th in the world, as they say, in ribs at a 444, and then not getting a call out of, at Camp Hope. Kind of like kicks you in.
So how many teams were at Camp Hope, and how many of them were comp cooks?
I think there were 47. I don't know, maybe 10. Did I feel? So, what's up, Danger? Checking in. So, not that. Here's the deal. I've been kicked in the nuts many times doing this thing. We've all been kicked in the nuts doing this thing, right? And so it's just nothing new. But it's towards the end of the season. I'm really not chasing points right now, so it's just really no point in going out there right now. And I do have a lot of shit to do at this house that I've kind of been neglecting. So that's my thinking. I'm just gonna stay here and do some honeydew stuff because it is nice every now and then just to sit at the house and not do anything other than focus on your actual. Yeah, your abode. So that's where I'm thinking right now. But we'll see what happens. I'll probably, knowing me, I'll feel better after next weekend, seeing awards and get back out there again because my kids aren't playing baseball. They're not going to play ball until about February. So I got a break. I have an opportunity to cook. So that's what I'll do. What was that? All right. Britt. Let's talk about your, talk about your GC last week, man. How big is that, man? I love the fact you guys have been grinding for, we just talked about it 4 years now. Let's talk about that big moment.
Being grinded, you're right, man. Wow. I had a really smooth cook. I mean, it just clicked. Everything was clicking. The only thing that didn't click was ribs, but I disagree with the judges on that crap. But chicken walked. Pork was phenomenal, man. It was like 4th or 3rd. First place brisket, just put it over the top, and like I said, first time doing burn ins, and when I put it all together, I knew I had a good box, a good protein, and I had no expectations of this at all. And CB from Dirty Smoke, we're hanging out before awards. He's like, "Are you gonna win this?" I'm like, "Nah, bro. I mean, I just hope to make a showing." And he's like,
"Get a call, baby."
Yeah, to just make a good showing, just defend myself a little bit. And it, sorry.
It's okay. We all get choked up for our first GC. We all get choked up.
We're back. And it panned out.
That's very nice. Very nice. So you didn't nothing special about the cook there, you felt good about it, but okay. And when you get that, that stupid chicken call to start out, that feels good, right? When you get a chicken call, especially if it's kind of like your Achilles heel, you get a chicken call, you feel good about the rest of the week or the rest of the entries for sure. Nothing in ribs, and then pork.
No.
What pork?
And I'm sitting next to Aaron Leslie, and him, and and he said, next to Rob. And he got a 10th in rib, and he was pissed off, not starting no shit, but he was pissed. He's like, "No, that was not a 10th place rib. That was a first place rib." And he walked up and got his award and sat down, and I was thinking, holy shit, but I didn't get a call.
He called it.
Mm-hmm. I didn't get a call, and I was like, oh crap. This was a tough one. This was. And I think I ended up 13th. In ribs, and I was just like, I'm shocked. And Paul Whitaker told me later, we all went to dinner, and I was still complaining about ribs, and he's like, "Quit your bitching, you're grand champion, goddamn."
I'm looking at the teams there. You had Uncle Vic's, who has been killing it. Lobel's Den, Hector. You had Belly Up, Texas Oil Dust, Texas Smoke Scooters, CB with a third. Coming in, Smoking Michelada. Who is this guy? I like that name, by the way.
He's been around for a while.
What's that?
Yeah,
he's been around for a while, but man, he used to go to cook-offs and sell his Michelada mix.
Okay, nice.
Badass fucking Michelada mix. I didn't know he started cooking though.
All right, Britt, don't die on this, sir. You still have 22 years of service yet to do for the country. And then, all right, that's good.
This whole thing chokes me up, guys.
Yeah, your wife's in the house. She said, "Do I need to bring you a beer?" That's a yes. Bring him a beer.
That's a yes.
Bring him a beer.
I'm empty.
Eddy, Ty, y'all give me just a minute. I'm gonna go kick the tires. I'll be right back, and then we'll talk about Jared's big GC. But you guys, y'all carry this for a minute. I'll be right back in 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Yeah, because Jared, your GC was huge over there, man. That was awesome.
Man, it was unexpected.
Where'd you go, Jared?
Uvalde, while all y'all were at the Royal.
Oh, nice. So does that mean you're going to the Royal next year?
Yeah, I'm going to the Royal next year.
Fuck yeah.
So,
Ty,
you take the
going to the Royal
trailer up there and see if I break something.
Tom Clark invited me to go up there with him this year, and I wasn't able to make it. I wasn't feeling well, but I do. That's one of the bucket list type things for me. I just want to go up there and just experience the energy. I know it's going to be awesome. I've watched the awards for the last 2-3 years, so that'd be cool to go up there with Tom Clark.
Yeah, it's a badass experience.
But Mr. Davis, I wanted to ask you a question. You said you were a veteran as well. What were you in what branch of the military, and what was your MOS?
I was in 86 to 89. I was a 11 Bravo.
Infantry.
Well,
yes, thank you very much for your service.
You're welcome. Stationed at Fort Polk.
Oh, that's where I retired out of Fort Polk in 2017.
Oh, bless your heart.
Yeah, I worked for. I was at the G6, so I was always with Ops Group. So we were always doing the training. We were doing the OC stuff.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, that's a swamp.
Yes. I walked a lot of that swamp.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you went through Tigerland and everything?
Yes, sir. I still have nightmares of Tigerland.
I don't want to take away the show for this, but I'll message you after this, and we'll have to. I'd like to invite you to come on my show and tell your military story if you can do that. Would you?
I can do that, man. I mean, I was Desert Warfare certified, urban assault, fucking, you name it, I did it.
Yeah, we can talk. So we can do some tactical talk. That'll be good for me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't look like it now, but back in the day, I could rappel out of a building pretty quick.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. I was Air Assault Airborne. I was at Fort Campbell for 10 years, so lots of deployments and shit like that. So I was very into that stuff. So
there's another one, Ty,
for you to come on and hear some stories.
You got it, brother.
There's another one, Ty. Brandon Perriman. He was Air Cav.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Like,
yep.
And I can come on here and be like, okay, I need to fill these dates, and I know that we can come on my podcast and tell a hell of a military story. So if you feel like telling your military story, no, I'm talking about like anybody. I know you're going to, because I'm interested in hearing your story and the crossover to Border Patrol. We had Rocco Burns on our podcast last year for our Thanksgiving show. Man, some insight he gave when his book came out. He was an amazing guest on our podcast. So
yes, sir.
I'd love to hear your story as well, sir.
Ty, before you get out of here, how can they find your podcast, my man?
You can find the Triple Threat Vet podcast wherever you find your podcast. We are live Tuesday at 7 p.m. on Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, and you can find us the next day on Spotify. Ba-doom, bow. Triple Threat Bet podcast.
All right, there he is right there, Mr. Ty Cobb. All right, let's get Jared back in here before we get to
there you are, buddy.
And then the last thing I'm going to ask you guys, but Jared, go ahead, talk about your big GC moment, man. That was again, you guys have been grinding for a little bit. We all remember our first. Talk about your first.
Man, so I thought chicken was my best turn of the day. I walked in.
Uh-oh.
That's me.
There he is. There he is.
So I didn't get a walking chicken, and I'm like, well, that sucks. But I ended up with a second place rib. Yep. And once I got the score sheet, that kind of upset me a little bit because I tied for first. And I lost because of a decimal point, apparently. So our drop scores were the same, everything else. Pork was a perfect score, first place. And then randomly got a third. All came together.
Is that me? Go ahead. You're good.
Damn, bro.
It's me. It's my bad. My bad.
It was very weird. Everybody's like, man, you got it. Like, man, I probably fucked up chicken. I'm probably like 47 chicken, But I don't know. It's happened to me before last year at Angels. I needed like a 31st brisket, and I got like 38. So that dropped it down to 6th overall. And they were like, man, you got it. Yeah, probably fucked up.
And we're all cheering for you.
Man, it was exciting. Very unexpected, but happy that it happened.
I think those are the best ones, the unexpected ones.
Yeah, you had a big crowd there as well, and 46 teams in Uvalde. A lot of big names as well out there as well. That's a big contest. Cinco D was there, 11th overall.
Yeah,
in that deal.
Man, it was on the cook-off in Texas that weekend. So.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was brutal. I'll say you, man. You earned that one.
Man, it was great. I always cook best when it rains.
Yeah, so. It was horrible. God damn.
All right,
I don't think it was as horrible as Kansas was, though.
Oh, no, y'all had some up there, man, but god dang, we had some in Uvalde. Holy crap!
Yeah, it was
wind howling, raining.
It was a tough weekend all over, I guess. But Britt and Jared, I'm going to ask you the same question. You guys have been part of seeing other people get that grand champion walk, right? When you guys have been a part of it, when you go in and congratulate and you get up and hug those guys, and was it did it live up to the hype in your mind? I mean, how was your grand champion walk? Jared, you were 2 weeks ago. Let's talk about yours first, man. How was it? Was it everything you thought it would be? You had a big crowd there.
Man, it was pretty awesome. It was it was kind of surreal. Everybody was like, congratulations. And, of course, I had Connor with me. So Connor was soaking it all in. But, yeah, it was fantastic. It was a great feeling.
Awesome. Britt, same question to you, man. Was it everything you thought it would be?
Man,
I'm sure you were surprised.
I was shocked. I mean, I'm sitting there, in the top 10 is being called out. And, we all do it in our mind. We're trying to formulate, points. And they got, fifth, sixth, fifth, fourth. And I'm thinking, oh, shit, third again. Here we go. And then third was called out, and it wasn't Cinco D. And I'm like, oh, shit. Here comes reserve. And then they called reserve out, which is Chris Mireles, a good friend of mine. And I'm like, oh, shit, I didn't even make the top 10. And then bam, grand champion. I sat there for a minute, and god dang, Aaron Leslie, that big old gorilla, was slapping me on the back and hitting me and shit. And, Paul Whitaker. And I looked up to stand up, and I got to say it, the first person that ran out to give me a big old hug and break my ribs was, CB Barbosa. He met me there at the table and picked me up and spun me and hugged me. And, it was special. It was really, really special.
Well, those are great moments. I hope hopefully somebody maybe got that on video for both of you guys, because it's a big deal, man. Your first one, especially both of you guys have been at it for 4 years going at this thing to get your very first one, and that's why I wanted to bring both of you guys on. I know that recently Carl Davis also had one. Yep. Brandon Perriman also had his first. So it's great to share those moments, and I'll get those guys on here as well to talk about their big day. But talk about people that are still grinding out there. What do you want to tell those people that are still out there grinding, waiting on that first big GC to happen? Jared, go ahead.
Man, it's going to happen eventually. It takes time. Everything has to go together. That's all I can say about it. It's just put in the effort. You got to cook to do better.
Yeah, I'll follow along with that. Just, keep after it. Don't give up, seek out a mentor to kind of talk you through some stuff. And it will happen. It will happen. Good things will happen for you.
Yeah, absolutely. That's great advice, guys. Thank you very much. People are talking about Fort Polk. Is that where you said you were at?
Yeah, I was at Fort Polk.
Roddy said my dad used to tell me it was worse in Vietnam.
It was.
I think Josh Hale. I saw Stacy comment as well. Josh was also at Fort Polk. Very nice.
Yeah. So a short little backstory, Rob, if you don't mind.
Yes, sir. I don't mind at all. Go for it, Bubba.
Okay. So Fort Polk, and then Mr. Davis can attest to this. Fort Polk was the training ground through which it was the portal to Vietnam.
Hey,
in the 60s. So everyone that was going to go to Vietnam would go through Fort Polk through a training system that was dubbed Tigerland, and it was some of the most atrocious things that they could put you through in order to prepare you to go to Vietnam. And it was cadred by, ran by the people in charge of the training were people that had been in Vietnam. So they had seen some of the atrocities that happened. They come back in training. So that, you really do. And as far as a mindset of what you may see, that is the training that we need to get back to where you're very precise about what we're doing. So I'm Fort Polk's a place, but man, you get me going on military stuff, and then I'll lose my bearings. So yeah, Fort Polk was a hell of a place for the Vietnam era people.
Awesome.
Yes,
man.
sir.
Thank you, Ty.
Yeah.
Anything to add to that, Britt, before we get started?
I went through Tigerland as an infantry. We were kind of gearing up to go down South America to the Sandinistas and all that. And we ran, a lot of stuff through there. And I still have, every now and then a nightmare of the escape and evasion and all that. It was something else. I mean, it was as real as they could make it. and
yes.
get captured, you know, and drug off, and you know, the trip flares at night, you know, all that stuff comes back. And sometimes, you know, you think about it, and the smells, the CS, you know, all that, those smells come back to you, and it triggers, you know, someone can be burning leaves in a yard next door and the smoke blows over and it smells like CS. And I mean, it will take you back to that. And same thing going to California. You know, we were training up for desert warfare to get ready for the Gulf War. And, you know, man, gosh, man, I like to die one night out there. You know, I inhaled a bunch of CS, and that's my lungs. My lungs are still affected by it. And anyway, back to barbecue, guys.
All right. Twisted D says his first is coming. I love it. Call it out. Call it out, Donnie. I like it. All right. So you guys are welcome to take a break. When we come back, I'm going to do the bull printing wraps and graphics wrap-up recap. Eddie can go kick the tires. He allowed me to do that just a minute ago. I'm going to do the bull printing wraps and graphics wrap-up recap. I'm going to say Britt's name on there. I said Jared's name last weekend. We're going to talk about the upcoming events segment, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about the Mount Rushmore, and Jared's the big part. We do this, and the barbecue homies. And then we'll get to some Rate My Boxes. So if you have not sent in some Rate My Boxes, we're going to have a full Rate My Box segment. We're going to go 2 hours tonight. So we got halfway through the show. Eddie, could take a break. Jared, the same. Britt, the same. And Ty will play some music, and we'll get started here on the on the bull printing wraps and graphics wrap-up recap. Let me present this real quick. We're going to have some names that you guys know and love. All right, over in the Champions Barbecue Alliance, Ty, if you got their videos queued up, we're going to have Grand Champion 3-time. Am I right, Josh? Is Josh watching? 3-time consecutively Grand Champion at the Camp Hope Veterans Cook-Off, which helps veterans with PTSD. They help veterans with all kinds of issues they may be having. But Camp Hope is a great organization. Grand Champion Carlos Calzada, Smoking Los Barbecue.
What's going on, everyone? This is Carlos Calzada from Smoking Los Barbecue, and you're watching the Soul Smoking Show. Toma!
There he is, and the RGC with Stacy and Josh Hale, the Corn Dog King, Sure Shot Barbecue.
We need to go.
Somebody go buy the corn.
I'll go buy another bite.
I'm Josh Hale, the Corn Dog. Hi, Josh.
Hey, this is Josh Hale with Sure Shot Barbecue, and you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show, the Corn Dog King.
I love the click at the very end of that thing. Corn Dog King. Yes, it was a 3-peat, says Brandon Perriman and Sean Trainer. There it is right there. Is DD Barbecue making an appearance in Laredo? I don't know. Let's see. All right. Over also in Laughlin Air Force Base, Veterans Day Barbecue Cook-Off, the Grand Champion. And we're talking to him right now, Mr. Britt Davis from Cinco D Cookers. Come on, Britt, do it.
How you doing, buddy?
Say, I'm Britt Davis from Cinco D Cookers, and you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show.
You're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show.
All right. There it was. Live right there. And Chris Morales from Smoking a Michelada. All right. There it was. Over in the IBCA, Bentwood Barbecue Cook-Off Grand Champion was Ira Green from Flying G Barbecue.
I'm Ira Green from Kingsbury, Texas with Flying G Barbecue. You're watching live on the Smoking Gooder Show. So Smoking Gooder Show. I fucked that all up. Ira Green with Flying G Barbecue from Kingsbury, Texas, watching live. Ira Green with Flying G Barbecue from Kingsbury, Texas, and you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show.
Hold up. Where was Bill and Phil cooking at this past weekend? Because it wasn't on their website. We'll figure that out. Hey, who knows where Bill and Phil were cooking at this weekend? Bomb City Smoke. I'm sorry. And the RGC was Randall Kendrick from Hideaway Ranch. There it is. Harper. That was CBA. Hold on 1 second. Results. The 14th annual Harper Barbecue State Championship. Ty, be ready here. The grand champion was Chicken Fried Barbecue, Mr. Bill Purvis.
This is Bill Purvis with Chicken Fried Barbecue, and you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show. Boom.
And the RGC was Mr. Phil Breeden from LC Barbecue. Go ahead, Ty.
I'm Phil Breeden, owner and founder of LC Barbecue, and you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show.
Brian Fox, can we do a top six? Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can, because they're all watching right now. Six Gun, I'm not sure about who that is. But how about Billy, Roughed Up Barbecue, Jared, Barefoot Cookers, and Brian Fox. Just smoking around. My bad. I don't know why it wasn't up there earlier. All right, who were we? Bomb City Smoke Off. We ran champion with Cole Bradford from B-Man's Barbecue. RGC Juan Garza from Popo's Barbecue. Concert in the Country. Colonel K-Word Bouillon from Red Leg Cookers. And how about my good buddy, Mr. John Mercer? I hadn't seen John in a little while. Getting Sauce Cookers over in Pearland. Grand champion was Ted Skinner from Mad Scientist Social Club. And the RGC was Tino Quezada from Patron Cookers. And an outlaw. Pew, 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 pew. A grand champion was Cody Allenbar from CA Barbecue. The RGC Marcus Lopez from Lone Wolf Q. And in the KCBS, the Downtown Barbecue Showdown in Florida. Grand champion, how about Brad Leininger flying down to Florida and kicking ass, getting basted. RGC was Mad Dog Barbecue. Kuratech Bulls in Barbecue. Can't remember where that was. I think it was North Carolina. Grand champion Wolf's Revenge, and the RGC was Optimus Swine. All right, that's going to do the bull printing wraps and graphics wrap up recap. Next up is the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads upcoming event segment. That is coming up really quick within 1 month. 1 month from today. We're talking about the bull printing. We're talking about the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads. Let me remove this. Where's it at? That is the wrap-up recap. Slides. Let me add it. I know it's here. Upcoming event segment is loading. Anyway, you can find this contest coming up in Uvalde, Texas. Oh, I know that dog. Oh my gosh, he's so big now.
Yeah, he got big.
Yeah, I saw them ribs he'd been eating. All right, the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads, Uvalde, Texas, coming up real quick. 1 month from today, December 13th and 14th, 2024. I will be there. It's going to be Uvalde, Texas. The Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads. Everybody knows Wade Carpenter and his crew do a phenomenal job. They are the two-time event of the year in the CBA. It is all on concrete. They have Friday night dinner, everything that you can ask. Some of the besides San Antonio, probably the most quality cook-off as far as cookers that go to the state in the state of Texas. This is a big deal. The Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads. All right, upcoming events: Texas Firewalkers 10K Barbecue Showdown. I don't know how many teams they have, but first place wins it all. $10,000 is up for grand for the grand champion. That's a state championship. That's going to be in Rosenke, Texas. We got Cooking for Cowboy. Everybody knows Aaron Leslie. This is his grandson, Cal. So Cooking for Cowboy in Midland, Texas, also a state championship. And in Laredo, Texas, we got the Pit Kings big time showdown in Laredo, Texas. All of those are state championships. And in IBCA, we have the inaugural South Texas Barbecue Hunters in George West, Texas. And we have another state championship in Buffalo, Texas, 7th annual Buffalo Stampede Barbecue Cook-Off. Bill Purvis, there he is, rolling the dice in Rosenke, Texas. Again, grand champion, wins it all. Nothing in Lone Star. How about Outlaw Ty? Here we go. Smoke on the Water in Runaway Bay, Texas. That is also a state championship. And only one that I could see in KCBS. Shout out to Brian Jarvis and his crew over in Cumming, Georgia. That is the Atlanta Barbecue Store Classic. It is also a state championship for Georgia. And all right, that's going to wrap up the Uvalde, Texas Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads. Again, if you got not signed up, you can do that very simple at UvaldeBarbecue.com. Wade and his crew will welcome you very much. Lots going on for that weekend. I will be there. That is the same weekend as my company Christmas party. I will be missing that to go attend the Uvalde Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads. All right, let's bring our guest back in. We're talking about Britt Davis, talking host of the evening, Mr. Eddy Morales.
Hello, where's Brett? There he is.
All right, here we go. We all settled in. Everybody got some refills, went and kicked the tires, did what they had to do.
Wait, I got to straighten my cap out. It's kind of cool. There we
go. Your cap looks good. Your cap is fine. All right, anything before we get on with the rest of the show, talking about Mount Rushmore barbecue homies that you guys want to bring up before we continue on?
Eddy, what are you drinking?
Water.
Bullshit.
Seriously. Fucking water.
Oh, Sean Trainer is also skipping his barbecue, his Christmas party to go to the barbecue. Yep, absolutely. All right. What are you drinking, Jared?
Some scotch.
Oh,
noise.
You guys are fancy. You guys are fancy. Britt, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking some Tin Cup. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
And some Ultra Beard Chaser. I was told to get my tongue loose tonight, have a few beers. So
who told you that?
I don't think the tongue loose was for the show.
That's for the after show. That's for the after show.
For the backstage.
Yeah.
Cheers, amigos.
Cheers, bro. I didn't tell you to get your tongue loose. We don't do that on the show, bro.
No, but some did.
My wife just told me not to be boring. So,
yeah.
Is she watching you right now?
She's staring right at me from across
I can see you. And how are you doing? How are you doing with that? Not be boring, Jared.
How am I doing? Am I doing okay?
You're all right.
She said I'm doing all right.
She's doing all right.
We'll have a little bit of Copenhagen with that.
All right. Very nice. Very nice. All right. So nothing to add before we get on with the Mount Rushmore. And I got what's that? Anything good? Nope. Nothing. All right.
What?
Jared, for those that don't know, Jared reached out to us early on, probably a couple of years ago now. We've been doing this barbecue Mount Rushmore. And he's like, hey, I'd love to hear from the guests, people that have inspired them, right? People that they want to put on this barbecue Mount Rushmore. So a couple of years ago, we started doing this, and it's shout out to Jared McCrory. I've said it on the show many times, but now that you're here, thank you very much for adding to the show. He's a loyal Gooder Gang member, and he's helped us out quite a bit. But Jared, do you want to go first with your barbecue Mount Rushmore? And again, these are people that have inspired you, helped you along the way. Maybe you want to put up, helped you, maybe you look up to, whatever it may be. You know these people, you may not know these people. Somebody has helped you on your barbecue journey.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna go with Robert Smith first. So he's been a big influence on me since I started. And then we'll go with Phil. His class pretty much changed how I looked at barbecue.
Phil Breeden.
Phil Breeden.
Say the last name. Give him proper credit, please.
Phil Breeden, LC Barbecue.
Absolutely.
Number 2, fantastic ambassador for the sport. Same way with number 3, which is Bill Purvis. Phenomenal cook, awesome person. Anytime I had a question, he always answered it. I don't really have a 4th. So if I had to go, still new into Texas barbecue or just cooking in general, but we'll put Aaron Leslie at number 4. He was a big help when I was out in West Texas for a while, so give you props to Aaron Leslie.
All right, Producer Ty, we'll put them in there. Look at that already. You got Robert Smith, First Class Barbecue, Phil Breeden, LC Barbecue, Bill Purvis from Chicken Fried Barbecue, and Aaron Leslie from Texas Oil Dust. We'll go to your gift shop person. That's new, Jared. Gift shop is somebody that almost made it on the mountain. Don't answer yet. Somebody you want to put down there. They got a bobblehead in the gift shop. All right, we'll skip over to Mr. Britt Davis from Cinco D Cookers. Mr. Britt Davis.
Yes, sir.
Same question goes to you. Who's on your Mount Rushmore? People that have inspired you, maybe helped you along the way. You look up to, somebody you want to put up on the mountain for your barbecue journey.
I got to start with Roddy Trevino. Early on in my career, he reached out to me and brought me in and taught me how to trim a brisket and inject and all that. So I got to give props to Roddy Trevino for that. And then I got to give props to you at Alvin. Man, you just, opened your trailer to me and, showed me so much and talked to me about all that. That was involved with cooking and, whatnot. Robert Smith, same thing that weekend and several weekends prior. He's helped me out a lot and talked to me and kind of pointed me in the right direction on some stuff that I needed to do and how to do. The next one, man, is a hard one. I've talked to so many people, and AJ Garza from God's Country, he gave me his brisket recipe 2 years ago, and I'm still running that same damn recipe, AJ, and it's doing me well. And thank you, sir.
There you go. Awesome. Producer Ty will put them up there. Roddy Trevino. He didn't add me, Ty, but thank you very much, Britt Davis. I appreciate you very much, man. And that was a good weekend that we had in Alvin, Texas, man. That was a good time. And hey, I loved it, man. You were great. That was a fun weekend. We did well that weekend, from what I remember.
Yes, we did.
All right. So gift shop, guys. Thank you very much. Let me give a shout out to Chicken Fried. Jared. He said much appreciated. Jared, that's Chicken Fried. Bill Purvis checking in right now. Okay, so the gift shop guy almost made it on the mountain in a bobblehead. Probably costs about $25 if you want to purchase this thing. But who is this guy for Jared McCrory for Bearfoot Cookers?
Man, I'm kind of gonna cheat because it's not one individual person. It's a company. It's the barbecue store. So it's Dustin and Alana. So because as much as they do for us cooks and me personally, it just makes sense.
All right, that's a great one. And, father and daughter. All right, Britt Davis.
Yes, sir.
Who's in the gift shop, my man? Who almost made it on the mountain?
I mean, golly, gee. Wow. I would have to say Bill Purvis with his videos. That helped me out a lot. I mean, that really did.
I want a Bill Purvis bobblehead. Bill Purvis, make bobbleheads, bro. I'd love to have a Bill Purvis bobblehead in the trailer. That's awesome, man. That is great. Yeah,
I have one already.
You already got one? Damn it. What the hell? I'm missing out. I'm late to this party. I need a Bill Purvis bobblehead. That'd be great. Bill Purvis bobblehead. I can see it. I can imagine it. I can do it. All right, that's great, man. Yeah, Bill Purvis, man. Bill Purvis has helped a lot of people out there, and it's such a nice guy, and such a friendly guy, and love Bill and love Phil and everybody involved with this whole process, man. Hey, great mentions on the Mount Rushmore. Thank you, Britt. Jared, yours as well. That's awesome. Thank you very much. Okay, all right. Are we satisfied with the show so far? Are y'all ready to rate some boxes? I know Eddy is.
I'm gonna be nice today.
What? I don't know.
What?
Eddy said he only drinks on the weekends, and Wednesday begins the weekend, which I love that right there. All right, Ty, how many? Do we have some boxes?
Barbecue homies. Thanks, Brian.
Oh my God, thank you, Brian. Thank you, Brian. All right, barbecue homie, Eddy. This is your segment. What is barbecue homies, man?
Barbecue homie, man, the person you call or talk to throughout the week, who you want to set up next to at a cook-off. Yeah, pretty much your barbecue homie. And then you get a gumball machine homie that if that homie doesn't answer, and you go to the next guy.
And that guy costs 25 cents.
25 cents.
We'll
homie first.
We'll flip it. Britt, you're first, man. Who's your barbecue homie?
My homies, how many do I got?
You get one and then one in the gumball machine.
What? One? Okay. The first one would be Uwe. So you're shaking your head. You know who I'm talking about. Uwe.
Ty, we got a video for Uwe? I think we do.
That guy has pushed me and pushed me. Okay, next I gotta say AJ Darza.
All right. Wait, wasn't he on your Mount Rushmore?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Put somebody else on.
Okay, Billy Ruff.
All right, there you go, Billy Ruff.
Okay. Brent Heelick.
No, that's it. You get one. You get one.
No, I gotta keep going. Louis.
No.
Louis.
No, you can't. No. Earmuffs.
No, those guys we try to.
Nope.
Yeah.
You said Billy Ruff first. He's in the gumball machine. Yep.
Everybody.
That's the way it works. Sorry.
No. New rules tonight.
No, Eddy.
Nope.
No. Eddy, come on, Eddy.
All right, Jared McCrory.
No, we're not done. Those guys, keep
on going, Britt. Keep on going.
Yes.
All right,
he's still talking. Britt's still talking, but we can't hear him.
All right.
Come on. I got muted.
Hey, rules are rules, man. We got to stick by the rules here. The 12 p.m. cutoff was done. Sorry. Take your box and walk it back to camp. Just go. All right, let's go. Jared McCrory.
Man, it's going to be a little controversial here.
It can't be your wife.
No. It's going to be Brian Fox.
Yes.
Man, me and Brian talk every
Hold up. After all of the green drum drama.
After all the bullshit.
Fox is your barbecue homie?
Brian Fox, man.
Wow.
But, I finally got to cook next to him last weekend.
Plot twist. Yeah, go ahead. Wait. He's your barbecue homie, and you just now cooked with him last weekend?
Yes.
Y'all text every day?
Just about.
He talks to himself in my text every day.
Yeah.
Brian.
He always complains you don't answer.
Am I unmuted?
No, you're not.
You're good, bro. We can hear you.
You were muted. But all right. So Brian, plot twist.
Damn.
Brian Fox is your barbecue homie. Did not expect that. That was not on the bingo card. That was not on Vegas score boards right there. Final answer. Yeah, Bill. Final answer. We need your final answer. All right. All right. So Brian Fox, love the Fox. He cooks 4 times a year. That tin cup is kicking in. Absolutely. All right.
Yes.
So who's in your gumball machine? Do you know what that means, Jared?
Man, that's gonna be Sean Trainer.
Okay. Sean Trainer.
Sean out there. Yep.
Yeah.
Sean Trainer is so skinny. That's only a 15-cent gumball machine right there. You only have to put
if I got to add the other 10%, we'll do. They got stuck together when we got hot in Houston.
Oh,
So
guys,
we'll do
mute him.
Final answer, bro. Final answer.
Sean Trainer / Logan Clark.
Oh, come on.
All right.
You said
all right.
15. That gives me 25.
You said Logan Clark?
Yeah, Logan.
Oh yeah, Logan's the best.
Man, me and Logan talk every week.
You pick Sean Trainer over Logan.
I mean, facts.
Boy, he's holding a baby, guys. Come on.
That's because Sean Trainer still cooks.
Logan doesn't cook anymore.
He
still cooks.
Nah, he don't cook very often.
All right, cool. So we got some good Mount Rushmores and some great barbecue homies going in. All right, it's time to do. We got 30 minutes left on the show. We're gonna do all of it. Rate my box. Ty, how many we got, my man?
We got plenty. I can do about probably 12.
Let's do it.
All right, let's do a nice little assortment of different ones. You guys ready? You guys know what we do. We're going to score them on CBA scores. 10 is excellent, 9 very good, 8 is fair, and 7s are personal. They really have to offend you, unless you're Eddie Morales. He gives them out like the candy.
Starting tomorrow,
he gives them out like Halloween.
Back.
Oh.
Hey, poker face. Poker face, no reactions until the Gooder Gang chimes in. And Gooder Gang, 61K of you guys checking in right now. Do your thing. Again, 10 is excellent. 9, very good. 8 is fair. And 7.
9.
7s are personal. No, Britt. Wait till I call on you. All right, Gooder Gang checking in. Brian Stewart, man, he helped me out this weekend at Camp Hope. Thank you very much, Mr. Brian Stewart. Appreciate you. With a 9, checking in first. Sean Trainer, 8. We got 9. Levi with an 8. What's up, Levi? 9, Brandon, 9. Okay, 10 is the best score here. G Waltz with a 10, 9. Little Gringo. I love that he's still watching, the master certified judge. 10, 9. All right, Jared, what you think about this one?
Man, I'm going to go with 8. I think it looks a little dry, and they try to cover it up with some sauce and all that.
All right, Britt?
Solid 9.
I'll let Eddie go last because he's. I feel like he's a brisket man. I'll go 9. I kind of sense what Jared's doing here or feeling, so I'll go 9. Same thing. Eddie,
I don't hate it. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt that it's the lighting that's making it look shitty, so I'm gonna go 9.
Okay. All right, Ty. Let's go. Let's go through some. Let's go through them here.
Love that backlight.
Hey, that's a great brisket box, by the way. If anybody wants to claim it, put it in the comments if it's yours. Yep. I like it.
Ooh.
I mean, it's better than half
the poker face. Whoever said ooh. All right, we're on to the next one. Eight, ZZ Top fan checking in. Laura says 7. Okay. 6. You can't do 6s. 7 is the lowest, Levi. What's up, Roy? How you doing, my man? 8, 9, 8. So a lot of 8s, couple 9s. Sander Merritt, that was his previous brisket box. 8. Where's the smoke ring? I can see the smoke ring. What's up, locals? What's going on? Donnie with an 8. Sam with a 9. I'll go first here. I don't love this, but I'll give it a 9. I want to see. Ooh. All right. So this is a good question here, guys. Like that last box, a little more darker. You can tell that a little more like au jus, maybe sauce mixed when there was applied to this one.
Like
what do you guys
40 credit score?
What do you guys think of this one? I'll give this one a 9 as well. Jared, you're up.
I'm gonna give it a 9. It don't look bad.
What'd you think of the last one? You said
I give it 8.
You gave it an 8, so you like this one better, huh?
I do.
Okay, why?
Man, it looks more natural.
Okay.
But don't take my opinion. I'm horrible at brisket, so just take that with a grain of salt.
Britt,
I'm gonna have to go with a 9 on this one.
you okay with the color?
Yeah, I'm okay with the color. I mean, this kind of looks a little bit light. A little bit light to me.
I would like to see a little more brushed on. Again, this is actually this should be like your last picture before you turn it in. So I'd like to see a little more au jus on the slices. Eddie?
Yep.
This one looks like it has good credit score. But yeah, the edges on the right side look like, and they don't look terrible, but yeah, I'm not a big fan of this one. I like a little bit more color. I'm gonna go 8 on this one.
All right. 8 from Eddie. Next.
Oh.
Britt, this is the third box and the third reaction.
Man, I like that.
Poker face, Britt.
I mean, I like this box.
A poker until I call on you.
You said Britt so many times.
Because I'm saying be quiet.
Oh. Okay.
All right, we got 10. Mondo with a 10. Laura Louise with a 9. We got Donnie 10. Sergio 10. 9. 10. Roddy's in the house. Aaron Cruz 9. Brandon 9. Fox 10. Fox, come on, bro. James Miller 10. What's up, James? James has a nice rig, by the way. Little Gringo 9. 10. 9, 9, 9. All right, so consensus is 9s, 10s. We'll let Pork Man go last. Jared. Britt, since you're so eager to comment, go first, my man.
I mean, yeah, I'd give this a 10.
Why? Why?
Yeah,
I
why?
mean, it's consistent. The color's consistent. The shine, the jus is consistent. I mean, everything is consistent. I like it.
I don't know what happened to Rob.
Yeah, Rob, y'all can move on now.
Yeah, I don't know where he went. But
No, I said Eddie. You're up.
Oh, okay. So I'm not gonna give it a 7.
What?
I'm not gonna give it a 7. But I mean, and I see what the cook was trying to do here, trying to make it seem like there's money muscles in here. There's too much muscles going on in these fucking medallions. I don't like the color at all. I'm gonna go 8. You're muted, Rob.
My bad. I had to get another beer. All right, Eddie, what'd you score it?
8.
Ooh. Okay.
Ooh.
I'll give it an 8 because they tried a little bit, right? But I mean, if you're gonna do money muscle, do money muscle. You're doing all kinds of shit here.
I saw Little Gringo, my favorite certified master judge. He gave it a 9. I would have liked to seen this. I'm seeing it I'm seeing it from the corner angle of this thing, so it looks kind of cool. I'll give it a 10. I understand what you're saying, Eddie. There's not a whole bunch of, it's a little more than quite a bit of money muscle here, but we're talking about pork, right? It's not a money muscle box. It's a pork box. So
well, it's a medallion box. That's what they're.
I know, but I'll give it a 10. Jared, go ahead.
I'll give it a 9. I don't like the color. Everything else is great. I just don't like the color.
G-Walt said 10. Come on, Rob. He didn't like my score here. All right. I'm pretty consistent, I feel. I'm a little more lenient than Eddie. All right, next box.
That's way more lenient. Oh.
Britt again. Eddie, was that you?
Sorry, bro. Somebody call the cops. Damn.
Why they gotta call the cops on this bird?
Because it got like touched the wrong way.
All right, Trevino's first in with an 8, Fox 9, Stewart 9, Nieto 9, Daly 8. You know why? I know why.
I'm talking about the cook, bro.
Shut up. I know what you meant. Brandon 9, DeLuna 9, ZZ Top 8. Daddy Dutch, what's up, Kent? How are you, man? I got to see Kent at the Royal. Little Gringo 8. Sauce is set a little bit too long. Gummy 8. All right, I like Gringo checking in. Right, again, guys, if you score at 8, yeah, thank you very much, Gringo. If you score at 8, put a little reasoning. Aaron Cruz, like he did. It's darker than me, Aaron Cruz. Looks sandy and too dark. All right, fucking David Dunn. I'm not reading that one, but okay, Jared, since you love chicken so much, you're up first.
Man, I don't hate it. I'm gonna give it a 9. I like the texture.
Eddie.
7.
Why?
I meant somebody should call the cops on the cook for molesting this bird the way they did. Man, it's just way over, bro. It's too dark. That sauce is fucking... You take a bite of this bird, it's going to be stuck in the top of your teeth for like 2 weeks. And probably tastes good, though.
You know what? I bet that bird is really good right there. And, man, I bet they sauced this thing when it was like 110 degrees because it is definitely...
before they put it on.
It is definitely baked in there. I'm not going to hate on it too much. I'm going to give it a... I'm going to give it a 9, even though it is probably gummy. And what Eddie said, it's going to stick in your mouth. It's going to stick to your roof of your mouth. I do appreciate the effort. Whoever's chicken this is,
it's probably a first place chicken.
Whoever's chicken this is, I'd love for you guys to claim it because it looks. I mean, if it weren't a competition, I'd be eating the shit out of this thing. I do think you guys sauced it a little too early here. Maybe I'd like to know what temperature the breast was before you started saucing. That's all. So, all right, next box. This is a turkey box, I'd imagine, right, Eddie?
I don't know. I think so.
It's turkey. It looks like grilled cheese to me.
I think it's a turkey box, and this is at the Royal. This is a turkey box.
I think I saw somebody showing this box at awards at the Royal.
Man, people are calling me out on my scores tonight.
They're really proud of this box.
Rob, I don't know, but I don't sauce my chicken until it's like 210 in a breast. So
you're taking your breast 210?
I'll take my whole, yeah. It's off the pit at 217.
All right, and you were 30th in chicken?
Yeah.
Maybe rethink that.
Yeah, we're redoing chicken this weekend.
Yeah, I would rethink those temps, my man. All right.
It does decent. It does.
Where's
decent.
Britt?
Where did Britt go?
Did Britt go home?
That
all right.
Last chicken offended him.
He was out with that last bird. All right, Ty, jump in here, man. This is a turkey box, man. You get a score here. What you thinking?
Yeah, well, I remember, I'm not going to say who I got this from, but I remember when I got it, I'm used to this person turning in, ribs or chicken or something like that, and so I'm used to seeing boxes from him. So when I opened this picture, I'm like, man, and then I immediately typed him back as soon as I saw it. I was like 10, I don't know what they're going to say on the show, but this is a 10, do recommend. Like, this is what I want to eat when I'm watching football on Sunday night. That right there looks good as hell. And I told him 10 all day long.
All right, 10. I'll go next. If this is a grilled cheese turkey sandwich, I'm all about it. But we're talking about presentation here. And it's hard to do what they did in a box. So, again, I'll be lenient tonight. I'm giving it 9. What happened?
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, there we go. Jared.
And I'm giving it an 8. I really want to eat it, but I don't like the way it looks in the box.
All right, Eddie.
I don't know. I'm not like 7 maybe.
Ooh, 7s are personal. 7's the worst score, Eddie.
No, I'm kidding. Not 8, 9. I'll eat it. I mean, I don't really know how you're gonna make a sandwich look fucking badass in the box, but I mean, I'm sure it tastes great.
I bet it does. It looks great. All right, next. I mean, clean your lens. I will say that.
Probably get a new phone.
This is a blast from the past from 2012. All right, Aaron Cruz first in, 8. This music is Ty, we got any other music?
Y'all have music?
You can't hear music?
No.
Yeah, all right, here we go. 8. Gringo with a 9 out of 10. 8. 9, top right thigh is a little off. Yeah, I agree. 8, 9, 9. Picture taken with Nokia. 8. Carmen, what's up, young lady? Carmen checking in, 9. Roddy,
I was going to
8.
say, I'll defend who sent this photo in, because when I took the screenshot, this picture was so small when they sent it to me that I had to take a screenshot and blow it up. So part of that could be me. So let me look and see who this is from.
None are symmetrical. So JJ, what'd you score? I didn't see.
Me.
Surge, iPhone 5. Flip. All right, everybody's talking about. All right, I'll go first there. This is an 8 for me. Nothing is looking good. 8. Sorry, I don't think I need to explain too much. Even the kale in the center that's popping up right between the back left and right thighs are not. My eyes are drawn to it, and it shouldn't. So, 8. Jared.
Yeah, I'm going with 8. I actually like the color, but I don't like anything else about it.
Eddie.
It's not the worst I've seen. I'll go 8.
All right. Next boxer. We got about 5 more minutes in the show, and then we're going to wrap up. And then, so we got 10 more minutes in the show. I want to hear from Brisket Cooks. What do you guys think of this box?
Oh, shit. Man, I'm sure it tastes great, bro.
That was G-Walt chicken. Britt checked out on that chicken, G-Walt. Come on, man.
Seasoned it or after?
G-Walt 9, 10 if the burn ends were straight. 7 DQ, the TQ. Okay, 8. I used to got the box I sent you back in 1986. James Miller with a 9. 9 would have been 10th. Third slice is messed up. Okay. 7 from Cruz. ZZ Top 9. Sean Trainer also looks dry. I won't say nothing yet. Looks dry. 8. Fred Robles, Brisket King, checking in with an 8. 8 cracking. All right, a lot of 8s. A lot of 8s. What, Fred? You can't change your score. You went 8 to 9 here. What's going on? All right, Jared, you're up first.
We go 8. It looks dry.
Yeah.
It's not a real big fan of burn-ins anyway. So, yeah, 8.
Eddie, what do you think of the burn-ins, the appearance, bro?
I don't think they look appealing.
Okay, why? What's up, Al Hero? Checking in, 7.
It just overall looks dry.
Yeah, I like to see a little more sauce on that front. Like the top looks okay, but you can tell the front is not sauce very much. I'll go next year. I'll give it an 8 as well. It looks dry. The layout looks okay, but I saw Brian Fox point out that third slice from top to bottom. It's the left side is a little down. They could have fixed that. It would have made. It just looks like everything looks perfect, and then perfect. Sauce those burn ends a little more for my liking. Put some more au jus on them slices. It looks dry. Again, this is the last photo that you're taking before you close it and send it in. It should not look dry. Eddie.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. You can move the third slice up or down or take it out, whatever you want to do, but it's still going to look dry. The slices look good. I mean, the symmetrical.
What's up, Chris?
Like, everything.
Chris Stone checking in.
Everything besides the dryness, right? Like,
yeah.
This brisket looks good. It fucking has a lot of potential.
Yeah.
And au jus or sauce or whatever goes a fucking long way. Or spray the motherfucker with duck fat. Something.
Ooh,
just get a little
pro
shine
tip
on that bitch.
Pro tip.
Something. The oil that you keep on from your au jus, fucking brush it on there. I mean, and take the burn ends out or make them look better. But the slices look great. But I'm still gonna give it an 8.
All right. 8. Didn't get past the 8 from Eddie. All right, next. Oh, Surge. Wasn't dry.
You know, I got a comment on this one.
Well, I'll let you go second. That was our follow team for 2024. Surge. When do you get Surge back on and check in how he's doing? All right. After cooking for Cowboy, Surge, we'll get you back on. Gooder Gang, check in with these ribs here. Chris Stone saying 7. Smoking and toasting Brownsville cook-offs matter. Hashtag. Sean Trainer with a 9. G Waltz 8. Damn it, Eddie, you ass. 8. Nicho, what's going on, Nicho? How's the trailer, Nicho? Hope you're all right, bro. JJ with an 8. Brandon Pearman 8. Daddy Dutch 8. All right, a lot of 8s. I'm gonna go last on this rib box. Jared, you're up.
I'm gonna go 8. It looks tasty. It's uneven in color and seasoned in some spots. I mean, it looks like to be a gash in the rib on the far left.
All right, a lot of 8s. Twisted D 8. Mike Reyes 8. Carmen 8. Little Gringo 9. That's too many ribs in a box. Leave the one on the far left out. Yeah, that's good. I like that one, Ty. That was a good one.
Yeah.
From Little Gringo. Smoking and Toasting 7. Muddy. Eddie, you're up next.
Yeah, so you only need 6, right? So definitely leave the one on the left out completely and you'll be fine. But so they set this glaze and then after they boxed it, they sprayed it with duck fat. Now, if you look at the picture, man, you can see where or duck fat or whatever the fuck they use, but whatever they spritz it with, you can see it on top of the sauce. It didn't absorb, it didn't penetrate. So it looks like, that's why it looks, somebody said it looks muddy or whatever. Man, as soon as I saw this picture, I saw, man, they sprayed this way too late. They should have done it as soon as they put it on the pit so it can kind of set in, you know what I mean? Because I've done that shit before. I did it once and that was the last time I did it. So.
All right, don't hate me. I don't give them very much, but I'm gonna give this a 7. I don't like the last 3. That bend at the very end are terrible. That one on the far left, take that thing out. I can see fat on the very bottom of that thing and it's bent down too much. If you're looking at the top from 1, 2, 3, the 4 and 5 from left to right, are they even separate ribs? I mean, that's you can't see any definition there.
Oh, shit, yeah.
And the far right one, it looks like it goes from skinny to longer. And if you're going to showcase that one in front, I'll put a better one there. Sorry, but I'm going to give a 7 on that one. Sorry. Why are you laughing? Was that too harsh?
No.
My bad. My bad. All right, last box of the night, Ty. That's what she said.
Can we get one more?
Last box of the night. I don't know what happened to Britt, but I'll give a shout outs to Britt while the Gooder Gang is chiming in here. Thank you, Britt Davis with Cinco D Cookers. He had a lot to add. No, y'all keep going. He had a lot to add. Keep the brisket box up there, Ty, please. I'm just going to talk for Britt. He had a lot to add to the show. Thank you very much. He's a Border Patrol, K-9 patrol officer. He's also a vet. You can hear him on, hopefully Ty gets him on the Triple Threat Vet podcast. We'll hear that. But, man,
that's definitely going to happen.
I appreciated what Britt brought to this. I got to hear his story from this first Korean champion, his grind going into that. So thank you to Britt Davis and Cinco D Cookers. I don't know what happened. Maybe Laura cut him off or whatnot. Or G. Walt's Chicken just sent him over the edge because he was gone after that baked-in chicken. All right, what do we got here, Ty? What's the Gooder Gang checking in with this brisket here? 8, 7. Ooh, Carmen, 7. James Miller, 9. 8. Humpback Brisket from Brian Fox. Brandon Finishing Dust 2 Gritty. 9 Gordo Q. What's up, Gordo Q? Gordo Q, I need you on the show. Reach out to me, please, man. You guys are killing it in chicken and everything down there. Aaron Cruz, what's going on? Cruz Stone, 10. JJ, 8. Donnie with an 8. No bark. G Walt, my chicken ran Britt away. Damn it. Fred, looks like it would be delicious. I didn't see that comment. I'll get there. But I feel like it's going to surfing for some reason. Yeah, there's a big wave there. All right, I'll let Eddie go last. I'll go first here. It looks like I want to try it. I want to eat it. But we're doing a parent score here right now. You know, that hump in the middle, that starts with trimming. The trimming was off at the very beginning of this brisket here. I do like the burn ends on the bottom, but there's only 5. You got 6 judges there, so I always want to put 6 at least in there, unless you're gonna slice one in half somewhere. So parents only, I'm gonna give this an 8. Jared, you're up next.
Yeah, I'm going with an 8. I think if the finishing dust is way too gritty, grind it up, use a finer sifter whenever you go to put it on. And I don't like the 5 burn ends. These at least be 6.
All right, Eddie. I mean, scared to ask you, but close this out, my man.
Burn ends look pretty shitty to me. I don't know. Even if there was 6, they still look shitty.
Why? I think they're sauced. They look fine.
They're all. Yeah, I don't think they're. No, I don't like them.
They're pretty large though. They look about an inch and a quarter or so.
Yeah, and they're uneven and too sauced. Anyways, just don't like them. And the slices and the hump doesn't bother me because man, you can trim your brisket perfectly, and it's gonna do what it's gonna do once it cooks. Because I've cooked I've trimmed a perfect brisket and it doesn't look like the final product doesn't look like, you know, when you trim it. So, and with the slices, they look fine. I mean, I don't really see a problem in this in the slices.
Right.
But
what'd
yes,
you score?
The finishing dust is definitely the problem for me.
What can they do to fix that, Eddie? Let's help them out.
Man, I can get you a coffee grinder and grind your shit. I mean, make it a dust. Make it a finishing dust. You know, not a finishing seasoning, but a dust. Like where it hits that, you know, the meat's wet, it hits it and it fucking disappears.
All right.
But I'll give it an 8.
after all that positiveness, I'll give it a fair.
Put the fucking burn ends in there.
I'll give it a "you tried" sticker. What Eddie's saying. All right, Jared McCrory, thank you so much for coming on and telling us your story and your first grand championship. If Ty can pull that picture down and put Jared up by himself. Jared, now's your chance to give some shout outs to people that have helped you along the way or helped you in your barbecue journey. It could just be you and your wife, and I know she's a big part of your team, man. So now's your time to give some shout outs to your people, man.
Oh yeah, of course.
My bad.
My wife, she's the biggest part of my team because she takes care of the kids during the day while I'm cooking. Also to the barbecue store, they help us keep our seasonings right. But that's pretty much it. Not sponsored. Me, myself, and I. So that's all.
Food Town. Shout out to Food Town for providing those choice briskets.
Hey, actually, I do have a first place brisket from Walmart, $27.
There you go. There you go.
On the way to the competition. So,
hey, you prove you don't need the. Where was that contest? How many teams were there?
That was Reunion Roundup last year. It was like 15 or 18 comp teams.
Okay,
it was still good. But I am cooking my first Wagyu brisket in over a year at San Antonio.
All right, very nice, very nice. Look out, people! He's got the wag in the bag, so we'll see that.
I'm cooking a choice in San Antonio.
Well, Jared, I'm going to drop you down. Hang out just for a minute before we let you get out of here, but we're going to wrap up the show. I appreciate you coming on, man. Thank you so much. Al Hero, great show. Love and respect. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Shout out to my co-host tonight, Mr. Eddy Morales. Eddie, you got any closing words before we get out of here?
Just, man, thanks everybody for watching, and good luck this weekend. I'll see y'all next weekend at Trader Village.
All right. Shout out to my co-host, Mr. Eddy Morales. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys. We're 60 deep right before we ended this show. So thank you so much. 2 hours in. You guys are awesome. Shout out to the Gooder Gang. If you guys see Eddie or myself at Traders Village, I'm going to send some decals to Eddie. Come by his camp or my camp if you see me. No after show, Sean. I got to get to work tomorrow. So we'll do that. But if you guys see myself or Eddie, we have decals in our camp, and I will get some to Eddie as well. But that's going to wrap up the show. Ty, get in here real quick before we wrap up. What'd you think, Ty? I like hearing your opinions.
Yeah, I appreciate like I say on my show on Tuesdays, I appreciate the camaraderie and the talk and being around that. It's like being around family and being able to talk like a military person. You know, when I'm here, this reminds me of like when I first got out of the military. A lot of the things that helped me, kind of acclimate back into civilian life was being a part of the Tomball VFW specifically, and being a part of all these cook-offs. I went from, setting up the judge's room by just being brute force with setting tables to where I was, playing the awards and learning all the cooks and getting involved with people and their lives. And, I know Logan Clark, and, I know him as one of my, most trusted people in the barbecue world, Tom Clark's son. And then now Logan's got kids. So that's a barbecue legacy that's building right there. And I feel that every day on this show. So Tuesdays and Wednesdays for me, great days of the week. I look forward to them every week. And as you can see, a lot of the people that watch my show, and Matt Johnson and Scott Blake and Al Hero, who's watching tonight, they also watch this show. And, I'm going to have some of your, I've already had Dennis Butterworth on the show. He had a great show, great turnout on Spotify. He gets a bunch of views. So you guys are marketable as hell. I love all the personalities that you guys bring. It's awesome. So, all right. Love you, Rob.
Love you too, man. We got a lot of vets watching the show, a lot of vets that do barbecue and compete in barbecue. So, let's bleed that together, man. Al Heroes in the comments. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for everybody that's commenting tonight. Thank you for everybody that's watching tonight. We'll come back next week with another great show. I'm reaching out to somebody that competed at the World Food Championship, so we'll see how that goes. And the holidays are coming up, so we got lots to talk about before then. But for my co-host, Mr. Eddy Morales, for producer Ty, my name is Robert Rocha. We'll see you next week, Wednesday, 8 o'clock. You know where to be. Case, close us out, my man.
Change that music.
Good night to all of you wonderful people in Barbecue Nation, YouTube, California.